Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Ladybug. and I decided to work on this cross. Now it's a pretty good size one. It's a 40 by 50. I don't know if you can see the whole thing, but it's in like pastel colors. It's got roses on it. It's going to be really pretty when it's done. I just decided to start it, and so I started it last night. It was late, so I only worked on it for a few minutes, but I enjoyed it. It's fun. I need a little bit of a break from all the yellows on the um, the Sunflower Girl. So I'll show you how far I've gotten with her, and then we'll go back to doing the cross. Okay, I'm just about done with her, but I needed a little break because sometimes that yellow can be a little bit rough on my eyes. But as you can see, she's almost done. Okay, I got a little bit, over in here, and then all across here is all those yellows. And so I needed a little tiny bit of a break. So, but anyway, that's what she looks like. Let me turn her where maybe you can see her a little bit better. There we go. All right, I've got to do her lips right here, and then some other stuff up in here, and then I have all that yellow that I've got to do. But she's turning out really, really pretty. Oh, excuse me, I just yawned. Sorry about that. But anyway, so I just thought I'd take a little bit of a break from her and work on this cross that I've had it in my stash for a while, and I've been wanting to work on it, but I just hadn't really got a chance to sit down and work on it. And so I decided to work on it today, like so. And hang on, I need a little. Ah, all right, that's fine. I need a little thing to hold um, my cover, my sheet back. Eh, what's going on here? All right, let's turn it over that way then. There we go. That'll hold for now. Anyhow, and so I'm working on number 11. Uh, and let's see, number 11 is DMC number is 7, looks like 715. And no, I didn't get any sleep last night at all. And so when we got back from shopping and doing what needed to be done, I crashed for a few hours because I was so tired. And but I had a good day. We went shopping, my daughter and I. All right, first thing we did this morning, we got out early so we could get it done quick, and went and renewed my driver's license. And amazingly, I actually passed the eye test. I didn't think I would, to be honest with you. Anyhow, but I did pass the eye test, so I got renewed my driver's license. I re-registered to vote. Let's see, what else did I do? And then we took off and went to over to Walmart to pick up our groceries. But we went to the Dollar Tree first, and I can't show you what all I got because some of those are gifts, so I can't show them. But anyway, I got I got some cards and I got some gifts for a couple of people that I know. And then let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I found some boxes to put the gifts in so I can mail them. So, and then what did I do? Oh, and then we went over to Walmart, picked up the groceries from the grocery store because we usually do pickup, and I usually just order it in advance, and then what I do is they'll come out and put it in your vehicle for you. Saves me doing a lot of walking and saves me from having a lot of anxiety because of the crowds and a lot of people and all that. Anyhow, so and then on the way home, we decided to take a long route home. We went on just a nice quiet drive, and we drove all around the ridge, and across the mountain, and then because we live on the other side of the mountain from town, and so I have to so we had to drive over that mountain anyway. But we took the different route going over it. We drove over Pigeon Mountain instead of going down through the valley, and it was beautiful. It was nice. Things have changed a lot. I haven't been out in a couple of months, and a lot of things have changed. There's been new houses, uh, new businesses have gone up in town, and what else? And we just sort of just drove and chatted, and we had a really nice time. It was very nice. It was very nice. And I hadn't been out of the house in a couple of months, and so I really enjoyed it. Yeah. But when I got back, I put my groceries away, and changed into my regular lounging clothes that I use. And then I lay down and crashed for about 4 hours, 4.5 hours in a nap, because I was just tired. Because I went to bed, but I just tossed and turned, and I couldn't get any sleep. And then on top of that, little Miss Frankie was bouncing on me like a trampoline. And so I just started to doze off, and she decides to do a flying leap right in the middle of me. So I did, as like I said, I didn't get much sleep last night. That's all right. I made up for it later. Yeah, but yeah, started working on this the wee hours of the morning, and so I just worked on it for a little while, and then I went and tried to lay down, but it just couldn't seem. It just wasn't meant to be, I guess. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice going out. Right now, we've got a lot of rain going on. The sky is really, really dark. So, and it is 7 o'clock at night. So it's not that late, but you can see the rain, the rain clouds and stuff building. So I don't know what the percentage is on the rain. I just know it's mostly cloudy and it's looks like 82 degrees. But yeah, I've been looking at this particular painting for a while. I've been just watching it, and I keep looking at it, and I want to start it, but I got so many other things to do, and it's just one thing after another, right? And finally, I just said, "Oh, heck with it! I'm gonna go ahead and start it anyway." It's stuck. Let's go. My tray is Jack. Hey, go. I don't want to spill my drills. Goodness gracious. Now we know we won't be doing that again. But anyhow, so I had a little bit of an outing. Not much, but a little bit. Yep, here comes the rain again. Yeah. And I got the kitties, the girls, I got them some new toys at the Dollar Tree. And Frankie likes the soft, jingly type toys. Yeah, so I got her some new toys. Lily likes them okay, but she'd rather play with someone rather than something. Frankie, on the other hand, is entirely different. Yeah. This is gonna be pretty when it gets done. Yeah. I just liked it, and I liked the design of it. I like the colors, the muted, soft pastel type colors, and so that's why I decided to get this one. And I've been working on it for several months, and I said, I'm gonna go ahead and work on it. I like it. It's pretty. Yeah, I was on the live with Joan and Lola for a little while, and saw a lot of folks on the live. Let's see, Mara was there. She was there, and who else? And Autumn was there, and Crafting Enthusiast, she was there, and there was a bunch of people. Yeah, Regina from Texas, she was there. So they had a lot of people on the live today. Yeah. Mostly, I just kind of sit in the background, occasionally, make a comment or whatever, but most of the time I just sit in the background and just listen while everybody else, and I'll read the comments. And come on now, there we go. And I'm using this um, lighter weight pen. This one, it came in one of my kits, and the reason I'm doing that is because it's lightweight and it's not as rough on my thumb. So that's why I decided to use this one instead. Plus, it's got a straightener on it. So, yeah, but it's got a lot of shading on in this one because you'll have uh, different shades of color. You can tell because like I'm working on the D right here, and it's kind of like a cream color. Now this color here is more like a green. Whoop, you can't even see what I'm doing.
The State Farm Personal
Sorry
Price
about
Plan
that.
helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Okay.
For your personal price plan today.
Oh, come here. Sorry about that. Am I still recording? I think. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. I went to turn you, and you came right out of the holder. That's a pitch, isn't it? So anyway, hold on. Let me get you back in there. All right. let me get you down here. All right, this is right in here. If I can find it, is where I'm working, right in here. And as you can see, this is like a light green, and then you got the cream in here. But I want to adjust you to where I can get you in close enough to where you can see what I'm doing. Here we go. Oop. Are you sick yet? There we go. There. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. And it's got quite a bit of shading in it because you've got the cream here, the green is in here, and then J, let me look and see what J is. Number 15, and then the J is 828, which is number 15, just out of curiosity. See what color it is. Okay, so the J is like a real light blue as well, and that goes up in here. All right. There it is. And I don't know, you really can't see it, can you? Look over a little bit. But anyway, that's the color of it. It's kind of like a real pale blue. And so that's the next one. Yeah. And so we just keep going until we have it done. Yeah, come on, get in there. Yeah, sometimes they want to stick. Here we go. I got this little contraption, if I can get to it. Hang on, I'll show it to you. I dropped it on the floor, and it's right out of reach. Oh, would you come on already? Jeez. There. Okay. Anyhow, as I was saying, and let's see if I can. Nope. Let's lift you. All right, there. This little contraption is the neatest little thing. Okay, as you can see, it is. If I want to put drills in one of these little tic tac things, all I have to do is just stick it right in there, hold it, and pour it down in that hole. All right, and it goes right inside the thing. Isn't that cool? I found that on Temu several months ago, and I thought that was the neatest little contraption. And it really does wonders when it comes to working with the Tic Tac bottles. So, yeah. And so I keep it handy when I need it. It's good for kitting up. It's also good for, say, you get done with the certain drills and whatnot. And a lot of times, those Tic Tac bottles, um, the hole that they have is really, really small. And so that comes in handy where I can pour my drills right into the bottle when I'm done, which I thought was pretty cool. And then I've got another little contraption that I use for kitting up, and it's designed for the square bottles and also the round. to where you can just take your drills and just pour it directly into this little contraption and it goes right into the bottle, which is pretty neat. So I like these little tools. They do come in handy, believe me. And they're not that expensive. I think I don't even think I paid $1 for that one. And at Temu. Yeah, I hope you don't mind the music. It caught the commercial or the ad caught me by surprise. I was busy doing something else and had my hands full, so I couldn't mute it. So I hope I don't get dinged from YouTube because of it. Mm. But it was a nice day. It wasn't too bad, even though it was overcast and it did look like it was going to rain and all, but still, it was a nice day. You know, it was nice getting out for a change. Yeah, I still don't care much for being around crowds of people. That's why I usually don't go inside of Walmart unless I absolutely have to. Yeah. Unfortunately, Walmart is the only store nearby that we can get all of our shopping done in one place, you know, including getting groceries. So, yeah, the nearest Target to us is in Fort Oglethorpe, which is about 23, 24 miles away, something like that. And Target doesn't have that good of prices anyway, or at least not down here. They don't. I can hear the thunder in the background. It's booming pretty good. I'm surprised I don't have Boo Boo in here. My daughter's dog. She does not like thunder. Usually she tries to. She'll get up on my bed and she'll hide up under the covers because she does not like thunder. Not at all. I'm not sure what my daughter's decided to have for dinner tonight. I'm not sure. She didn't say, so I don't know. We'll see. We usually eat late anyway, so I was just curious and wondering because I am getting a little bit on the hungry side. You know, I'm sorry about dropping you on the floor the way I did. It's the pits, right? Yeah, yeah. I was off camera, wasn't I? Yeah. Mm. Yeah, stitching on you're doing some cross stitch on the colorful cat. I've dug that one out and was working on that one, you know, for a change. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do a lot of stitching because of the joint in my thumb is all messed up, and I think it's got arthritis in it, and it hurts. I usually have a little sleeve that I wear, but so far I've been doing all right today. Alrighty, there's that part. Just keep going, I guess. Mhm. Let's see. There we go. Because we're starting to work over here on this side. But anyhow, it's been a good day. It's not been too bad. Yeah, I went into that where you renew your driver's license, and oh wow, it sure has changed. I know the building itself hasn't gotten smaller, but it looks like the reception and the waiting room has gotten smaller. I know that sounds weird, but anyway. And boy, have they got things changed around now. Um, I yeah, it used to be years ago that when you went in to renew your driver's license, you had to talk to somebody first, and then you had to fill out some paperwork, and then you had to do this, and it was just very slow and tedious, and it took a lot of time, right? Boy, it's not like that anymore. Now you fill out the paperwork on a computer, and then you send it over to wherever, right? Uh, on this to this kiosk. This kiosk gives you like a number, right? And then you're invited to sit down until they call you, right? Well, then within, oh, I don't know, 8 to 10 minutes maybe, they called me, and I went up there and went to the desk, and I talked to the lady, and we did an eye test, did a photograph, and got a printout of my a temporary license, uh, all in one go. Basically, we were done in 5 minutes, something like that. And I'm going, wow, that's pretty good. And then I had to pay for it, of course. Yeah, they've gone up considerably. Last time I was in there was about 10 years ago, and it was like, I don't remember, it was $25 maybe, but that was a 10-year license, right? And now it's $32 for a license. I said, well, okay. Everybody's got to go up, right? And then on the way home, my daughter stopped at this little store that we go to, and she got my son-in-law his cigars that he likes. Okay. And then I handed her a $5 bill and said, pick me up a lottery ticket while you're in there. Because I noticed that when we drove by through town, we have this sign that sits out like on the highway, and it tells you uh, how high the lottery had gotten. All right. So I told her just pick me up a lottery ticket. So which she did, and I couldn't believe it. Yeah, last time I bought a lottery ticket, it was like $2 for a lottery ticket. Now it's $5 for one lottery ticket. I said, dang. I said, they better make sure that I win for that price. But anyway, but yeah, I was out and I figured, yeah, why not? I'll just play the lottery. You never know. You might win some little something. You never know. Be nice, you know. Yep. If I won the lottery, what I would do is I would buy about an acre of land, because I don't need we don't want a great big place. And then what I would do is I would build a large size 2-bedroom, 2-bath house. You know, and this is what my daughter was talking about. And she said she built a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house, but it had a lot of
moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, my
ah,
skin was
hold
no
on
longer mine. My active psoriatic arthritis joint syndrome.
there. Anyhow, she was saying now the the house itself would have a lot of square footage. Okay, even though it was only a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but it would be like 2 master suites in that house, and both bedrooms would be extra large, and I would have one of the bedrooms. I would have enough room to have a area to sleep, okay, and then have a sitting area like a little living room, and then also have my desk and my crafting area all in that one little room, and then I would have my own bathroom. Cool, huh? I thought, that's not a bad idea. But anyway, so I I said, well, we'll just buy a lottery ticket. You never know. If we even want just a small portion, it'd be enough to buy a little piece of property and build a small house. Yeah, that would be really nice. Like I told her, I said, I don't care about the size of the house. As long as it has a pretty good sized porch that I can go out and sit and enjoy the nice weather, you know, yeah, I'd be happy. Yeah, because we've pretty much come to the conclusion that, if I don't think I'll be able to live out on my own anymore because I just got too many uh, issues going on. And the older I get, the more troublesome the issues become. So, but that's okay. I don't think I'd want to live by myself anyway. The only thing, the problem I have is the fact that I have to share a bathroom. I don't like sharing my bathroom. Yeah. But that's all right. Mm. Yeah, poor Star. She's still waiting on getting the keys to her house, her new place. And I know she's getting anxious and impatient. It's hard to be patient in that kind of situation. But if anybody can, you know, go through all of that and having to hurry up and wait and that kind of stuff, I think she could. I think she'd be all right. Mhm. Yeah, I know her and her husband is looking forward to spreading their wings a little bit, you know, which I can understand. When you live in a teeny tiny space and whatnot, it can be difficult at times, especially when you got, a lot of stuff and you're trying to find places to store it all. And geez, yeah, it's just, it can be hard sometimes. I know, because I live in a bedroom that is barely bigger than a postage stamp. And And I got all my crafting stuff in here. I sleep in here. I spend most of my spare time in here. And so, needless to say, it can get just a little bit tight, to say the least. And yeah, because this bedroom is, I think it's like maybe an 8 by 8 foot. It's tiny. It's really small. And so when I'm trying to do anything in here, it takes a bit much. And sometimes, most of the time, I take that back. Most of the time, if I want to store anything, I have to go vertical. I have to go up rather than spread out, because I just don't have enough room in here. And most everything that's I've got stored in here mostly is crafting stuff. You know, what I probably ought to do is take and start weeding through a lot of the crafting stuff that I don't use anymore, and start, selling it or donating it or something, and just get rid of it. And but I haven't reached that point yet, because I know digging it all out is a lot of work. So, I don't know if you can hear that thunder or not, but it is definitely thundering. But we're going to finish this tray, these bits that we've got in this tray. We're going to finish it. And then I'm going to go ahead and get off here, because I'm going to have to go find something for dinner, because I can't wait much longer. So I'll probably go and fix some kind of well, I got some chicken tenders. Maybe I'll make some of those with some French fries in my air fryer. It sounds like a winner. Come on. Sorry about that. I ran out of wax, so I need to get some wax. There we go. Yeah, and I gotta sit down and balance out my checkbook and all that good stuff. That's all right. At least I'm not completely broke, right? And we're already halfway through the month, so I guess I'm doing all right. I do like these trays, though. Yeah. But yeah, I figured I'd just get on here, do a short one and get it done, and then I'm gonna go fix something for dinner. Yeah, maybe make myself a cup of tea. Yeah, my daughter and I we cleaned up the kitchen yesterday, and we rearranged a lot of the stuff on the shelves, and it looks a lot better. It's a little more organized. And then what else did we do yesterday? Not a whole lot. Yeah, my daughter, she was tired yesterday, so she did a lot of sleeping yesterday. Yeah. Well, we're almost done with this last one, I think. Yep. The rest of it that's sitting in the tray is trash. Come on, flip over. All right, there's the last one. Yep. There we go. We got her done. Now, there. We don't have to put any away, which that's a good thing. But yeah, I saw this little contraption, and I thought it was a pretty nifty thing. And so what I did is I went ahead and I got one. I think, well, I don't know, but it actually works. I was surprised. So, but anyway, we're gonna get off here, and so y'all have a blessed day, and I will see you sometime tomorrow. Okay? So y'all take care. God bless you. God keep you. God keep you happy, healthy, and safe. And y'all be careful out there because there's a lot of craziness going on. So be careful. Try to stay at home and out of the firing line, shall we say. And hopefully all this nonsense will eventually pass, and nobody gets hurt. So keep everybody in your prayers. Pray for Israel and Iran, and pray for the innocent people that are there, because I know it's getting really, really hairy down there. So we keep them all in our prayers, and God will reach out and take a hand and bring peace to the Middle East and bring peace to our own country. So, all righty, we'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye bye.